Welcome. Welcome. Adjust this down a little bit so that you have less of the ceiling and more of what we want to see. Add some light. Hopefully that's not blaring in your faces. So I've got a bunch of oak hardwood flooring that I salvaged from somebody that was getting rid of it. So I need to remove the nails and yeah, that's primarily what I want to do tonight, is just remove the nails. So let's see if we can get that done. I'll use hammer, some pliers probably. I'm going to put on some eye protection. I'm going to plug in the old laptop here so that I can follow along on chat. And all right, I'll just pick out a piece and start removing the nails. I'm going to try to straighten these guys up a little bit first. Hopefully they'll come out a little bit better this way. All right, let's see how we do. Oh, that's working really well so far. Oh, I will mute that. Right. Let me get those guys out. Ooh. All right, and that one doesn't want to come out too easily. I'm going to have to bend him around a little bit. See if I just weakened it so that it'll snap now, or if I made it so it'll actually come out more easily. Let's find out. Hey, Mommy. How's it going? Thanks for joining us, man. Man, that guy does not want to leave. Let me see if I can get this guy out first. All right. You're new? Well, thanks for being here, Umrani. Am I saying that right? Where are you watching from, Umrani? All right. Got that one out. See, these are different kind of nail than I'm accustomed to. So this is probably common for hardwood flooring like this, but I don't usually install hardwood flooring, so I wouldn't know. So let's see. That gives me want it to go straight out there. So done, sweet. And that just does not want to budge. Keeps bending on me instead of exiting. There we go. Man. Okay. That guy was really in there. See, I might have screwed it up. You see this bend right here? I don't know how well you can see that. When I first started working it, I might have created that bend. So then as I was pounding on this end, that bend was making it so that it was forcing it right here instead of forcing it out. So that might have been my bad. All right, so I think that's all of the nails in this one. You can see the way they do these hardwood flooring boards. They got this tongue and groove set up. So it there's this recess in here, kind of a dado, and then the tongue here, right? So the groove, the tongue, that's the tongue and groove, and so those just fit in like that, right? But I think whenever they put in a board, after they secure it in, they nail down the other side. So actually this side right here. And so the tongue side. So put a board in, nail it down, put the next board in, secure it up against that one, and then nail it down. So the people that I salvaged these from removed the boards from the floors, but they didn't take out the nails. So that's what I get to do. And here's the pile of boards that I need to remove nails from. So anyway, I just keep going here. Grab the next one. So I'm doing it here on this setup. So this is my my little homemade router table. So I'm doing this here because I've got a lip right there. So I can have the board setting on that lip. And then as I smack into the nail, most of that force is being accepted by the edge of the router table. And so it's not vibrating a bunch and moving around as much. So I'm hoping that this is the most effective way of getting these out. But we'll see, I guess. I'm going to try to bend these so that they're relatively straight. That looks pretty straight. This one's a little bent this way. This one is mangled. So I'll try to straighten him out a bit so that when I'm pounding on him, he'll actually go out where I want him to. This one has a little bit of a curvature to him. All right. This one probably needs to be angled down a little. All right, let's see how that goes. Hey, that one worked all right. Not too bad. All right. And then pull them out. All right, and I got one more over here. My left-handed hammering is not being very effective. Let's see if I can do it better from over here. That seemed to have worked. Pull that guy out. All right, so you can see there's a bunch of gunk here. So that's, I think, the adhesive that they use to secure these boards together. And then, this is a bit cracked and stuff. So I'm going to just remove that and that. So just have a nice clean edge. It doesn't have any adhesive or anything on it. And then on the bottom side of these boards, they're not flat, which actually kind of surprised me because I don't really have any experience with hardwood floors, other than just walking on them. So, so I'm thinking I'll plane off the very top of these because it's got the finish and everything that they used on it, and then I think I'll probably plane this down to flat as well, and cut off here, cut off there, and so that'll leave me with a couple of inches wide board and a clean surface to work with. So, all right, on to the next board. Go. Oops, wrong direction. And if you're watching, feel free to jump in the chat. Tell us where you're watching from, what you love about hardwood floors, what you hate about hardwood floors. Have you ever worked with hardwood flooring before? And if so, was it this much fun or what? I'm just going to try to straighten these out a little bit so they hopefully come out a little bit better. But most of these are actually not too bad. But just hoping to concentrate the force on getting these to exit instead of bending. For the ones that already have a bend in them, I'm trying to straighten them out, which can be tricky to do with this particular set of pliers, because if I bend them too hard, it'll just conform to the bends in the pliers there. So it's a balancing act or something like that. All right. So when I'm pounding on these, I want the nails to be as close to my support as possible. Yeah, I thought that one might come out pretty easy, because it's a little bit cracked here. So looked like that one might be the easiest one to remove. So far, it's been a lot easier to remove them when I'm doing it from this side with my right hand, my dominant hand. Trying to do it on that side is not nearly as easy for some reason. All right, might need to do the rest of these on the other side. Let's get these ones first. All right. And look, I'll need to get the rest of these from this side. This one's kind of long. I think that's the easiest to come out so far on this, doing it from this side. That one wasn't too bad either. Yeah, all three of those were relatively simple. Go. And I mentioned this before, but these nails are a little different than what I'm accustomed to using. So they're probably, you know, pretty common for installing hardwood flooring, but you know, rather than a nail head, just kind of this L shape, and then they're barbed right in here. And they're kind of flat rather than like rounded. So barbed on the edges here, flat through there. And that feels a little, I think that's just the edges that feel a little, whatever. Anyway, so another one hits the dust. On to the next board. So I'll just grab one of these small ones here. And this, like I said, I'm not familiar with installation of hardwood flooring, but apparently they have this kind of paper stuff down. Put that down before they put the flooring down. Straighten these guys out so that they actually go out when I start pounding on them. All right. All right. Okay. That one doesn't want to come out. There we go. Yes. All right. And one more over here. one was easy. All right. Another one done. On to the next. All right. See how we do here. Hey, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for joining us. Morning, Pilato. What am I making or repairing? Pushing some nails out? Yeah. I hope the family are doing well. Yeah, they are. Family's doing great. My wife is out of the hospital as of today. So she is back at the hotel in Indiana and has to stay there for 2 to 3 months after the transplant. So her sister is staying with her. Sister came in from New York, staying with her. So things are going well. And yeah, I'm just removing nails from, let me just get this last one. Or maybe let's not get this last one. And I'll kind of show you what's on the itinerary. It's basically more of the same. There we go. So basically, I got a bunch of old hardwood flooring boards from someone who was just getting rid of them. So it was my favorite price, free, but that means there's a lot of elbow grease required. So they're oak hardwood boards, and you know, you've got the old adhesive on them. So I'm going to cut those off, cut off the ends, right? Cut off the sides and plane them. And then I'm not sure what I'm going to make with them, but it will be something amazing, I'm sure. And here's the pile of to be processed. Hey, Craig. Thanks for joining us. Okay, grab the next one here. And let's see. Sending healing and positivity my way. Oh, thank you. Appreciate it. Oi, oi, Craig. Craig, how's your evening? It was different. Okay. Lovely oak, nicely recyclable. Yeah, sweet. Yeah, so as I do these, I'm just trying to kind of straighten out these nails before I start pounding on them, so that they hopefully come out more easily. Now I can direct the force out instead of into some bend or something. Also, these nails are a little bit different than I'm accustomed to working with. So just kind of show you here. So it's kind of an L shape, and they're relatively flat rather than round, and it has barbs on the sides right here. So anyway, a little bit different kind of nails than I'm usually working with. I don't really use nails all that much, but the ones I do use are different from these. So a bit, okay. Early 90s handmade, do you think? I'm not sure what that means. Early 90s handmade, do you think? Oh, the nails, you mean? I doubt it. I think these are probably pretty common for hardwood flooring. I don't really have any experience with hardwood flooring, so I don't know. I'm gonna angle this guy up a little bit so I can actually. There we go. And let's see if I've got enough tenuous. Oh, come on. Those guys out of there. The nails, L-shaped, early 1900 handmade flooring over here. Oh yeah. The house that these were pulled from is not nearly that old. So it was, probably early 2000s is about as old as that house could be, probably. So I'm guessing that these are just the what the contractor used. Just I'm guessing that these are just the type of nails that go in hardwood flooring here. Probably using a nail gun and shot them in, and that's probably it. I'm just not accustomed to dealing with nails like that. So all right, let's see if probably need to angle him down a little more. Let's try that. That'll work. Hello from Russia. Hey, how you doing? Thanks for joining us. We are removing some nails from old hardwood flooring, some old oak. Factory 1999, L-shaped nail gun. Yeah, that's what I'm guessing. But then there's the oak, and then looks like there's a bit of a divot there. And then the adhesive on the sides. It's not flat on the bottom, which kind of surprised me. And yeah, adhesive there. So tongue and groove style. So the boards fit together like that. And they'd likely put one board in, nail it down to the subfloor, and then put the next board in. You know, like apply whatever adhesive they're going to apply, and nail the next one down. So seems to be the manner of construction on these guys. So, all right, on to the next. All right. That should be good. All right. And beautiful oak, some beautiful wood. Well, thank you, Lady General. It's very quite the compliment. I like it when these are relatively easy to get out. When I first saw these listed on Facebook Marketplace, I didn't really notice all the nails and stuff in them. So when I went back and looked at the pictures after I picked them up, the nails and everything were plenty visible. So I think I just wasn't looking closely enough. But when I went to go pick these up from the people who were getting rid of the hardwood floors, and see that one's got, it's a big chunk right there torn out. So disappointing. But anyway, when I went to pick this up, I was a little disappointed at how many nails and everything were in here, and concerned about how much effort it would take to remove the nails. And on this one, these are a little bit different than most of the other ones I've been looking at, because they've got the nails from this side that I'm accustomed to. Actually, that is also different. So this is a flat edge rather than the tongue and groove. So these nails are coming from over here rather than from the top of the tongue. But then they also have nails over here. And I'm not sure if those nails are, not sure where those are coming out from. Well, looks like this one is probably right there and here. So probably right in the face of the grain, which